Hey there. Look, facing serious financial trouble can be just incredibly stressful. But having a clear map makes any journey feel a whole lot more manageable. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the bankruptcy process into a simple step-by-step roadmap.
And if you're feeling overwhelmed, that's completely understandable. The key, though, is to see this not as some kind of ending, but as a structured journey. It's a legal process with a defined start, a middle, and, this is the most important part, a clear endpoint that leads you to a fresh start.
So here's how we're going to break it down today. We'll cover 5 key stages. First, we'll look at the overall map and who the key players are. Then we'll walk through those very first steps. After that, we'll cover what you need to do during the process, understand how you get to the finish line, the discharge, and finally, look at what that financial fresh start really means for you.
Okay, so before any trip begins, you kind of need to know who you'll be meeting along the way, right? Let's take a quick look at the key players in the bankruptcy process.
First, there's you. Legally, you're called the debtor. Your guide, the person who administers the whole thing, is a licensed trustee. Then you have your creditors, the people or companies you owe money to, and overseeing the whole system to make sure it's fair for everyone is the OSB, which is the government regulator. For the most part, though, you'll be dealing directly with your trustee's office.
So we know who's involved. Now, how does this journey actually get started? It really all begins with 3 very clear steps. It all kicks off with an initial consultation just to go over your situation. Next up is the sign-up meeting where you sign the official paperwork with the trustee. But the absolute critical moment, that's step 3, the official filing. The second your trustee electronically files your documents with the OSB, a clock starts ticking on everything else. That is day 1.
And this right here, this is a huge moment of relief for so many people. In just 5 business days from that filing, your trustee officially lets all of your creditors know what's happening. And from that point on, they are legally required to stop contacting you. They have to go through the trustee instead.
All right, so once you're on the road, there are several things you'll need to do. Just think of them as required stops or tasks on your journey. They're all there to make sure you reach your destination smoothly.
Honestly, your responsibilities are very straightforward. You'll go to 2 credit counseling sessions. These are designed to help you with your finances down the road. You'll need to send in monthly reports on your income and expenses, hand over your credit cards and any non-exempt assets, and give your trustee the info they need to get your taxes filed. It's really just a checklist of tasks that your trustee helps you manage.
Now we've got to talk about surplus income because this is one of the most important ideas on this entire journey. It's a formal calculation set by the government that's based on your household income and how many people are in your family. If your income goes over a certain line, you'll have to make monthly payments. And this is the single biggest thing that decides how long your bankruptcy is going to last.
So, we've started the journey and we know our duties. Now, let's look at how it all wraps up in the final phase, reaching the destination, which is known as the discharge. The process has these really clear milestones built right in. Around month 7, the trustee does a big review of your file. And here's where that surplus income thing is so important. If you don't have a surplus income payment and you've done all your duties, you could be discharged as early as month 9. But if you do have surplus income, there's another review at month 19, and your finish line is more likely at month 21.
This chart here lays out the 2 main paths really clearly. As you can see, it's pretty simple. No surplus income and you've checked off all your duties? Boom! You get an automatic discharge at 9 months. If you have surplus income, you've made all your payments and your duties are done. You get an automatic discharge at 21 months. Now, in either case, if duties or payments are missing, the trustee has to oppose the discharge, which might mean a little mediation or a court hearing just to get things back on track.
So what's the most crucial point here? It's that this whole journey has a clear and defined destination. Your discharge from bankruptcy, it isn't just the end of a process. It's really the beginning of the road ahead.
So let's just recap the 2 main highways to your destination. For a first-time bankruptcy, the trip is typically either 9 months long if you have no surplus income or 21 months long if you do. But both paths lead to the exact same place, a financial fresh start. And really, that's what this whole thing is designed for. It's a legal framework that allows an honest but unfortunate person to finally get closure on their debts and just begin again. It's a really powerful tool for a financial reset. So the roadmap is clear and the destination is real. And while the journey requires you to do your part, it is a set length and it does end. Which kind of leaves us with one final thought. Knowing that this process has a clear end, what's the very first step you'll take towards building your new financial future?